And welcome back, guys. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brandon. We are the Spoiled Kings, and we're going to talk about House of the Dragon Season 2, the finale. It just came out Sunday. I'm going to just go old school and ask you, what did you think about it? What are your overall thoughts?
I thought it was trash.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me how you really feel.
I thought it was booty juice.
Okay.
Freaking one big. It served no purpose other than to just be one big trailer for season three. Um, and at which point I could have just waited the extra 2 years. You know, I could have gone to see Trek like my original plan was. Even though I haven't heard the greatest things about that movie,
And people were voting for the villain. So, yeah.
yeah, you know, just extended build up. That's all it was. The last and even I think I'd even said something like this. I hope they just kind of focus on the now rather than trying to make one big trailer or ad for a potential third season. So this was just a it just seems like it was it was it was almost like they trolled us. you know
Okay. Okay.
just extended build up and into another season. It was just focus on the here and now. It seems like just like a tacky way to con your way into getting another season.
I mean, they were gonna get another season anyway, no matter what. I just honestly, I didn't have as much of a problem with it because I knew
Mhm.
it's kind of what I was saying before. Like I know this is what they do. House of the Dragon. It's going to be like Games of Thrones. The penultimate episode is always going to be more action. Stuff is going to happen. But babies going to die. Like all the deaths happen in the penultimate episodes, and then the finale is always about the next season. But I will say that this caveat: there's a lot of things that actually did happen that people aren't talking about. Like because right now it's getting destroyed as a finale. Because I mean, I think
Mhm.
we've been giving it so many props throughout this season about how story writing and spending $20 million and doing a good job, and now people are like, "What the hell is that? It's a finale," and you're not wrong. You're right, but there's things that did happen. So I'm gonna go through a couple of them real quick. Okay, but that
Mhm.
scene with Corliss and Alan was epic. If anyone doesn't understand, when Corliss is like, "Why won't you let me help you?" and Alan was like, "What? Who the fuck? You talking to me?"
Mhm.
It was like, I used to see you walk with your other son as you get sweet meats to put on the fire after dinner while I'm sitting there trying to scrape and scrounge just to be able to put anything in our stomach. And I get to see you do that. My dad, my mom's sitting there suffering all the time.
Mhm.
That's what I get to see. So you're talking about you want to help me, and it took you losing all your kids, losing your daughter, losing your son, losing all your grandkids, losing your wife to even recognize that I exist. Dude, that was an epic little like back and forth. And then the guy who plays Corliss, what's his name? Steve Toussaint. His face
Yeah.
just looked like it was like his expression was like, dude, and that was for every kid who ever had
Mhm.
absentee dad that tried to come back
Mhm.
into their life. That was for that, and I thought that was amazing in
Mhm.
itself.
Yeah, I'll hand them to the acting. The acting all around the table in particular, especially these last two episodes, was awesome. I thought they really, nailed that in that department. It wasn't without its merits. I really liked the uh, the build up. It did kind of keep me wanting something or wanting more, but I think I kind of expected it, like it
The
all to
fighting,
kind of culminate. Yeah,
yeah.
I expected something to happen, but then when I was kind of looking at the runtime starting to dwindle down, I'm like, wait a second, they're gonna wait another season, aren't they? They're gonna make us wait another 2 years.
they've never started a war in Game of Thrones. The last
Hmm.
episode, they've never done it.
No, yeah. And once I started kind of looking at that as a whole, I'm like, hang on.
Hero. What about the Rhaenyra and Daemon? That was like we waited all season. Like, dude, Daemon is just out there doing his thing, and then they come
Mhm,
finally the council's coming out and saying, Daemon, you say you want to be king, we're going to follow you, and he has
mhm.
everything at his at his fingertip.
Disposal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the fact that luckily Alice finally showed him the future, right? And he saw all the stuff with Game of Thrones and all the stuff that we saw through all the seasons and where this lead was going to lead, and that winter is coming. And he
Hmm.
realized only thing that can happen is Rhaenyra has to be queen. And
Yeah.
he pledged to her. And though I was tired of Damon being out there, his pledge became more believable, right? It really became a lot more believable because we went through all this crap. And then like he finally, after him seeing that stuff with Alice, I thought that just it made sense. I thought that they
Hmm.
did a good job with that. I'll say the last one for that. Aegon going with a Lars. Uh Fleeing the freaking kingdom. The real king, whatever you want to say for the Greens, left and ran. Thinking that, you know what? Aemon and Rhaenyra are going to kill each other. And then I'll come in as the champion. I'm back. Oh, and with a side note, I will say this. When when Aegon said, "Do you know they burned off my penis?" I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
It popped
That
like a
was
sausage. I was like,
definitely a standout line.
"Woo!" Bless you, bless you. Uh,
Thanks.
when he said,
Yeah.
I pee, it just runs down my leg. I was just
Yeah.
shocked.
When people get messed up in House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones, like they get messed all the way up.
I'm gonna say one more thing. Well, two more. Aemon and Helena. So Aemon keeps on trying to make Helena be a dragon rider, right? And
Mhm,
then he comes to her alone. That's their brother's sister, brother sister, and
mhm,
she's like, you know, I don't care what you are. I saw what you did. I saw what you
mhm,
did to Aegon. I know the truth. And he was like, I could have you thrown in prison for that. She was like,
mhm,
it's the truth. I know. And you forget, she's a seer. She sees the future. Like,
mhm.
why would you do that? You're gonna argue with her? That's what she does. She sees the future. You know? And then
Yes.
he's like, I can have you killed. And she looked at him straight in the eye and said, I ain't gonna change nothing. You're still gonna die. I was like,
Can't stand
oh
Aemon.
shit. I was like, all right. Oh, that I thought that was a pretty cool thing. And then
Yeah.
of course, the one thing that actually did happen was the Rhaenyra and Alicent reunion at the end.
Mhm,
And dude, I hate Alicent, but at least she realized that she's a piece of crap. I think that's what
true.
was the realization that I'm a piece of crap. I started all this, and all this is on my hand. And Rhaenyra's like, you think you're just gonna go back? You think you're gonna say sorry, and then everything's gonna be like, we're
Yeah.
good? Like,
Everything's gonna be kosher.
no, that's not what's gonna happen. And then Rhaenyra says, you do know I have to take your son's head. That's the only way. You're gonna let me into the kingdom, right? I have to take his head because that's the only way I have no challengers.
Mhm.
And fact is, Allison basically said, okay, that's crazy. So, I mean,
Yep.
I'm just saying, I agree with people saying there wasn't a lot of fighting. You know, we've been amping up into this war, and we did not get the war, or even a taste of the war, or started the war. Seeing people starting, I understand that. But with all that being said, it wasn't that bad of an episode. It just wasn't a great finale. I think it was a good episode.
Yeah. It as an episode of on its own, you know, as an episode on its own, yeah, it was passable. As a finale, like I said, I thought it was trash. Just it just seemed just like cheap, obligatory, almost sequel bait, you know, um, and it just seemed obligatory. I kind of I like, and I know that's kind of a trademark with Game of Thrones, with finales, stuff like that, but at a certain point, it's kind of like, come on, just make your season self-contained, and then you can worry about the following season.
They never did that. So that's why I didn't
Yeah,
expect. And there's no way this war is going to go one day, one
yeah,
episode. There's no way. There's going to be turns. I mean, they've added so many different characters. They've added, like now you have Corlys has to go fight someone who's ready to fight that has, you know, 50 ships to the ready to go.
mhm.
The Sea Snake or the Queen who never was now because he changed the name of the ship. Uh, it's going to have work cut out for them, and Corlys is probably going to die.
Yeah, I definitely see that happen.
You know, Aemon's definitely going to die. Damon saw his death with Alice, and it looked like it was in water. So I don't think it's going to happen immediately, but it probably will happen sometime during season 3.
Mhm.
The question is, how long does Aemond live? I don't know.
Mhm.
Does Rhaenyra get back into, and then which one is Rhaenyra going to do? Because right now she has all the dragons, right? She got
Mhm.
all the dragons. All right. So she could just win the war, just be with the dragons. And not kill everybody. But now Alicent has given her way back into the kingdom. She could just take the kingdom from the inside and force them out, you know. So like they can win on multiple fronts. Which one does she take? Does she just take it, by force? Or she let them go ahead and just say, yo, you won? There's a lot of questions that that we're still going to get. Um,
Yep.
so I don't think it's as bad as everyone says. I just think it's going to be interesting going forward. Um, Here's the one thing I will have a criticism that I did not like. Um,
Mhm.
the storyline they got with Elena. Why does it take us so long? Why is she doing all these stupid looks and like all the entire
Yeah, what was
time
up with that?
going after the damn dragon? Like
Mhm.
she's the only criticism I have is her. Like why? And then instead, we don't even get an answer for it. Does she get on top of the dragon or anything? They could have gave us the answer that she gets the dragon or not. So you
Mhm.
see the dragon eating a scorched earth and eating something with the bones in there. Does the dragon obey her? They could have gave us that answer. That has nothing to do with next season.
Yep.
So that I didn't like that.
Me
Um,
neither.
yeah, but all the other things I pretty much did. Sir Christian Cole was ready to die, and I'm like, thank God,
Mhm.
let him die. Let's go. So I don't know. I like it, but let's
Mhm.
see what the chat is saying. The House of the Dragon will get Emmy nominations for season 2. I think so too.
Oh, count on it. Count
The
on it.
acting is superb. The acting was superb of multiple people. And Emma Darcy's going to get it. Allison's going to. I mean, what's her name to play Allison? Olivia Cook. I don't know why I can't think of Olivia Cook.
Olivia Cook. Yeah.
Did an amazing job. Matt Smith talking to himself and talk. Oh, the scenes with him and Patty. Oh, those are epic. As him as a king, as he's deteriorating, giving him the crown and handing it to him. That was awesome. So I mean, there's some scenes in here that are just badass. And anything with Corlys and his bastard sons, dude, awesome.
Mhm.
Prime, you got the boys. Yes, I think they also will get that nomination for next year's telecast. Uh, Collector Movie Man, what's up? I enjoyed the season finale of House of the
Hey, man.
Dragon. I was just upset that we didn't get anything real good for the season finale. It's a good episode with nothing actually happening. It was build up, build up, build up. It did an Andor to me. That's what it did. Build up, build up, build up. See you next time. I was like, what? Don't do it to me. Don't get me. So I already pre-ordered the 4K Steelbook. I'll probably end up doing that too, just because I like having all of them.
Mhm.
Oh, bear. I'm pretty sure that at least 3 main characters are going to die next season, if I'm correct from the book. So, what 3 do you think he's talking about? If you had 3 main characters to die, what 3 would you choose?
That's Damon. A- Amond. Did I say it right?
Mhm.
Um, let's just wishful thinking because I don't like him. But and I'm not sure for the third. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna go Damon and Amond,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna go Alicent.
Roll with that.
Go Damon, Amond, and Alicent. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, so I actually read the book, but it was right after season 1 ended. So I don't I don't want to know. I kind of just want to see what happens and go from there. I'm enjoying, and they've definitely taken liberties. So but
Mhm.
they've stayed close to the book, but not exactly the same, which I enjoy. So you don't get to know, and they're not doing a shot for shot, same scene from the book. I don't need that.
Mhm.
So I appreciate that. Yeah. All right. We're gonna do this. All right. So now we're gonna do the whole season. We're gonna rate the whole season. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So Bremen, where do you put this season of House of the Dragon season 2? Where do you rate the season?
Um, Even though I was kind of annoyed at this season finale, I do have to look at the entire season as a whole. I think I could give it a now. I think we could still get away with that. Even though I was like, dang, I was hoping they'd do more with this finale. Overall, um, I thought there was a lot of merit in the season as a whole. It did kind of keep me. It did kind of hold my attention in terms of the build up overall. I thought that it went some unexpected places. I liked what they did with the dragons themselves. That was one of my favorite things about this season. You know, I thought a lot of the smaller character moments were very well acted, very well put together. Um, I did find myself getting invested in a lot of the characters. Uh, so yeah, overall, I still think it was a solid season. I think I liked it probably about the same level as I did season one. So yeah, I can let it get away with it now.
So I think season 1 had a lot more stuff going on. It had a lot of time jumps and stuff because it was setting up what's going on. Um,
Mhm.
I think season 2 was more in depth with the characters. I think they gave us new characters that are really cool to the story.
Mhm.
They gave us a lot of complexity. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna give it a now. Doesn't mean
Mhm.
that the finale wasn't. It could have been better, but I didn't hate the finale. I just thought that this is what Game of Thrones does. They give us all the action in the penultimate episode, and then they finish it at the end episode. The final finale is always, hey, and we'll see you next season. You know,
Mhm.
that's just what they do. But I think this is a now. I think this is one of those shows that have been epic. I've enjoyed the journey I've taken with it. I was ready every Sunday, and this has been my second favorite show of the year.
Mhm.
Oh, if third if I say animated, if you include the animated, then it's third. But it was,
Mhm.
it goes X-Men '97 if you want to go number one. then definitely Interview with the Vampire, number 2, and this is number 3. So I mean, that tells me enough that it's a now.
Mhm.
You know. Um, okay. What do you think we got for Rotten Tomatoes?
92.
All right, so the critics are at 85%, and that's what over 239 reviews.
Mhm.
And what do you think the audience score is?
87.
78.
Huh.
Yeah. So 85 for all the critics and 78 for the audience. And the audience has over 2,500 reviews.
Mhm.
So I think that's it's pretty interesting. I'm enjoying that. All right. And here I'm going to finish up with these last 2 comments real quick. So did you see the article that came out on Variety? House of the Dragon, the writer and the producer of the show, a showrunner, that the show is only going to be 4 seasons, which that makes sense to you. Have some people dying in season 3, and season 4 you get end, and then of that season 3 will have the same number of episodes as season 2.
Mhm.
So another 8 episoder.
I'm not mad at that. You know, like I've said many times, it's good to know when to call it quits. You know,
Exactly.
when you're when just have your beginning, middle, and end in mind.
Don't outstay your welcome.
Yeah,
And that's how
exactly.
definitely don't want to outstay its welcome. Thank you for doing that. Getting out when while it's still hot.
Mm,
Get out on top. Don't get out when you're barely scraping across the finish line. So I'm happy that we're doing that, and I'm happy that it's only gonna be 4 seasons.
mhm.
All right. Well, that's what we think, guys. So I want to hear what you guys think about it. As I said, me and Brandman go through every comment. We literally talk about every single one off the stream. Sometimes we even try to respond to a lot of stuff, but really want to hear what you guys think. So if you get a chance, you watch this with the replay gang. Hey, like the video, and please comment on there below and tell us what you guys think about this. Was it the worst finale ever? Was this a great season with a bad finale? Was it an okay finale? Did you not mind it? I want to hear what you guys think. Let us know. Because as I said, we go through all this stuff. We are on our road to 1,600. We're at 1,595 right now. So we're looking 5 more subscribers to get to the 1,600. So, and that's only because of you guys. So I want to say thank you for that.
Same.
This is
Thank you guys so much.
Guys, this is what we love to do. We love talking to you guys about it. So this is a passion project for us. So
Mhm.
thank you for the bottom of our hearts. And we're
Yeah.
gonna, if you're watching the live show, we're gonna keep it going. And if you're watching this later, this is the end of the video. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.